explain something to me. Why are adults out here having children and then have to go move back in their mom, in with their mom and their child? I'm sure your mom doesn't want that. Now your mom has to be a parent to a 2-year-old. She shouldn't have to be the parent to because she's the grandmother. So your significant other.
As the defendant stands in court expecting a routine outcome, the judge suddenly shifts focus and calls out his entire lifestyle. Why are adults having children, then moving back with their mom? The courtroom goes silent. What started as a child injury case turns into a harsh reality check about responsibility, parenting, and maturity. The tension rises fast because what the judge says next hits even harder and could impact everything that follows.
Is calling 2021 CR 8755 State versus Philip Harris. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Joseph Appelt for the defense.
And are you Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, this is an application. Mr. Harris, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review? Let me see if I can find it. Did you review the true bill of off the record? I have two stipulations. I guess he changed his mind.
We were here, I believe, in October for a
Yes.
plea, and then that's,
Okay, let me just paper clip this so there'll be no confusion. All right, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're charged with the offense of injury to a child, reckless bodily injury. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could sentence you up to the maximum sentence? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so, Judge.
Mr. Harris, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be 50 hours community service restitution, no contact with Caitlin Woods or the complainant, anger management, TAP evaluation, and follow all recommendations. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, and State, have you spoken to the complainant? All right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
With permission of the court, yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, he actually resides in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is in Gwinnett County, Georgia.
Mhm.
That's where he before he got picked up on this warrant, Judge, he was gainfully employed with Delta Airlines as a ramp agent. He
Mhm.
believes that job is still available to him, being that he has family members that works there as well, and he believes it's held open for him. He wants to get this particular chapter of his life behind him and moving down the road in a positive manner. He does live with his mother currently, along with his significant other, Demetria, with whom he has a 2-year-old child. And he wants to put that as his main focus after he finishes this, because he wants to make sure that this never happens again.
Explain something to me. Why are adults out here having children and then have to go move back in their mom, in with their mom and their child? I'm sure your mom doesn't want that. Now your mom has to be a parent to a 2-year-old. She shouldn't have to be the parent to because she's the grandmother. So your significant other.
In a tense courtroom, Philip Harris stands before the judge, hoping to avoid jail time after being charged with injuring a child. He calmly enters a no-contest plea, expecting the process to move forward smoothly. On paper, it seems straightforward: probation, fines, and conditions. But then, the judge starts asking questions. What begins as a routine sentencing quickly turns personal. The judge digs into Harris's life, his job, his family, and the fact that he's living with his mother while raising his own child. The courtroom grows quiet as the judge challenges his choices, questioning why he's relying on his mother to raise a child he chose to have. Then the story shifts again. Details of the incident surface: arguments, accusations of cheating, and a moment of rage involving broken windows and chaos. The judge connects it all, painting a picture that feels bigger than just one charge. Just when Harris thinks he's getting a second chance, the judge pauses and delivers a statement that leaves the entire courtroom hanging on what
And maybe
comes
this
next.
doesn't have anything to do with the price of peaches. We shall see. Your significant other who's living in your mom's home, does she have employment?
Yes.
So what that means is you're using the grandmother of your child as a babysitter. Does she charge you for that?
No, she does not, sorry.
See, this is people taking advantage. This is what I always say. When people want to decide to have children, you know what they need to do before they have a child? They need to say, all right, let me sit down and talk with the grandmother. Will you be willing to be more than just a grandmother and be a full-time babysitter and daycare person? Oh, and by the way, can we live with you because we can't afford to live on our own and we can't afford a daycare? People are just out here in the streets having children and expecting other family members to step up and take over their position. When if you can't afford a child, honestly, you should be thinking about that before having a child. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then this lady here in this complaint, was your name on that apartment?
No.
Then why do you think you should be there? And then she said, you all got into argument and she just want to leave because you're cheating on her. Were you cheating on her?
No.
Well, she thinks you were, so woman's intuition, and she just want to leave. But before she can even leave, you take off in her car. Was that car in her name or your name?
My name.
All right, so you take off and leave, you come back to an apartment that is not in your name, and you're throwing rocks through a window, like Ernest T. from Andy Griffin. Who does that? You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there's $1,000 fine. It's going to be probated, affirmative finding of family violence, 4 years deferred adjudication, 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, anger management. And we'll do a transfer to Gwinnett County, GWINNETT County in Georgia. TAP evaluation. Follow Rex. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. There's to be no contact with Caitlin, Kaitlyn Woods, or Elias, Elias Woods. Proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. And if they have field visits in Gwinnett, then it's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor, you showed me everything.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. You understand? All right, and we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Since your mom is taking care of your child, being a daycare for your child, sometimes she gonna need a break. Sometimes you and your wife, you know what you should get together to do? Let her leave, give her money so she can go to a restaurant and just get away from it all. And then if she has a curfew with people and she don't want people coming in her house at 1 a.m., don't do that. You need to do that at your own house. You understand?
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
don't go to her saying, but me and my wife need a break from our child, because guess what? She's not getting a break. It's 24/7. So
Yes.
make sure you give her a break and do not have any more children until you're ready to have your own daycare, because people get in a habit and they say, oh, well, let's have another child. Grandmother take care of her. She wants to enjoy her downtime. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck
I
to you.
appreciate all the, everything you tell me.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
And tell your grandma, tell your mom you love her.
Well,
All right,
thank
good luck to you.
you.